Anybody? Anybody? Who said that? Congratulations. And you know, there's no problem, you know, there's most problems can be solved, right? As Dragona knows,
Yeah.
Dragona had like a last minute snafu that you know, I'm grateful, you know, was able to be resolved in a creative way and in a relational way too. Of course, you had the relationship, you apply the right amount of pressure and you do the right amount of you know, research.
Holding hands and pressure at the same time as we always do.
It's an art form. Anybody else have anything they want to share? It's Tracy.
I do, because we had a escrow that we thought was moving along and the buyers decided to cancel. But we had put somebody in first position backup. So they're moving right on in without a hiccup. And, you know, that rarely happens for us to have an escrow that falls out. But it was nice to have a formal backup position there. So we didn't have to do a bunch of negotiating and going back and all of that. It was all done.
And what makes it a formal backup position?
Using the documents that the backup offer addendum in CAR, you know, a lot of times we'll just say, well, hold on to your offer. So in case it falls out, you know, we'll contact you about backup, but we wanted to actually put somebody in there to move them right in to just keep it going in case it fell out. So.
Yeah, and where did the rubber meet the road for the past buyer? What was their hiccup?
So in the city of Carson, if you didn't know, their property taxes are significantly higher than in LA. So the total combined property tax is almost 3%.
Wow.
Yeah, and the buyer just, once they got the breakdown, they decided they couldn't do that.
So 3% yearly.
Yes,
That's huge.
Yeah.
yeah, it's 2.9. Mhm.
Why is it so high? What do you get in Carson?
Yeah, the school district?
Well, Carson is an interesting city because in case you didn't know, you have to have a business license as an agent to sell in Carson. So you have to go to the city of Carson and apply. It's a racket. Sorry, it's a racket. You have to go to the city of Carson and apply for a business license in order to do business, no matter if your broker, which ours is, already is licensed to do business in Carson. You as an individual agent also have to do it. So I just threw that in there, Andy, to answer your question. It looks like they got a lot of stuff going on in Carson to try and collect extra fees. I don't know what that's all about.
But what's there that?
Nothing.
What are the amenities?
all I know
What
is-
amenities do you get?
There, I don't know anything special about Carson.
I think they do have decent schools down there.
I don't know anybody running to Carson for their school.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of that, so I don't know.
And I think it's for leases too. You need to have the business.
You have
So
to-
anytime you
Yeah.
they have a listing in Carson, you need to know that you need to get a business license.
If you're representing the buyer, you
Representing
need
the
to
buyer.
get a
also.
business license, and that's also for city of Compton.
How much is the business? license?
Well, I'm waiting for them to get back to me. I put in the application. They don't tell you what the price, how much it is when you apply. So I have no idea, and we're actually in violation, I guess, so we may get a fine because they haven't responded to us, but you know.
They cannot find you if they haven't responded.
Yeah.
They can't find, you can find it, right?
Can't
So,
find
yeah,
it, they
yeah.
can't find.
Yeah, all right, okay. Good to know. There you go. How far is Carson?
It's probably about maybe 20 miles from here.
It's like where Torrance is, but just in, right? It's
Yeah, it's not that.
Yes.
private citadel.
Yeah, there is, I think, soccer stadium.
Perfect. All right, let's, thank you, Tracy. Anyone else, online tell me something good? Okay.
I have one just.
Oh.
Just a reminder to people not to forget your referral relationships with other agents. I have one closing in Florida next week, and I gave somebody to Tiffany Who she has one closing on Thursday.
And that's good money, right? I mean, it's.
I don't know what Tiffany's is, mine is terrible,
Yeah.
but. Not nothing.
It's small.
Listing. But it's still just, you're having this conversation, it's just,
Well, it's value
Keep it
to
in
your
mind.
client and you may, and it's also a revenue stream.
it's about, in my case, about equivalent to, maybe a lease deal, but all I had to do was make a phone call.
But it's
So
also-
something you guys,
It's also value to your client,
oh, absolutely.
right? Yeah, excellent, okay, excellent. All right, let's go. Red Day's coming up every year, in and around, February 8th, I believe, or 11th, is our, matriarch, Mo Anderson's birthday. And Mo Anderson was the first CEO of Keller Williams after Gary. And she created Red Day. The Red Day is a day for us as a company to give back to our communities in that we kind of, shut the office down a little bit and we as a group do a charitable contribution. Last year, we built, we assembled and delivered welcome packets for the unhoused in this program. Hope of the mission. They changed their name. It used to be Hope of the Valley. They've been a pretty amazing program. I think they have over 2,000 units now of transitional housing for the unhoused. And it's not, they're these kind of tiny houses. One year we raised close to $10,000 to donate and to sponsor 3 of these little tiny houses, which are like larger sheds with 2 windows and air conditioning and 2 beds, and they can lock the door, and it's a safe environment. And it's a village of these units that have social services and mental health services that are really necessary in helping people transition back to being housed. So this year we're going to work with Hope of the Valley on Thursday, May 8th, which is Red Day, and we are going to do some site beautification as a group and also prepare some hygiene kits. So I encourage any and all of you to come out and to be a part of it. It's a great way for us to contribute back to the community and to also be
A good person.
A good person. There you go. And it's also for us. It's good for us to do this as a group and really have that single mission. Tracy.
Yeah, so I completed the volunteer form,
Uh-huh.
and do we send it directly to them? Or?
Tati.
Okay,
So Tati is, each person who would like to volunteer has to fill out a volunteer form. That volunteer waiver, is, it has to be on, where do they access the form, Tati? It's email, it's in our update. There you go. It's in our updated email, and please just fill it out before May 11th, and we will have that. We'll have that. Get it to the company. I'm also going to create some t-shirts that I want. Right?
right?
No, and Alex Trebek he donated skate land. And they converted skate land into Trebek Center, which houses, a couple hundred people now.
Not through this.
Yeah, no, same good.
Yeah.
He donated skate land to this organization so that they could into transitional housing.
Because I thought his wife was now, has taken over his position
He's on the
With them.
board or something, I don't know. But he doesn't, they're on the, board. It's not, they're not running it in any shape or form, they were just an integral part of
Oh, okay.
the state land project.
I see.
But it's an interesting concept. They take over these swatches of land that run concurrent to highways and are owned by cities and county. And so the county gives them these otherwise useless pieces of land that they develop into these villages, which is pretty amazing.
You can see it right off the 101.
Absolutely.
To NOVA West. You guys look to the right as you're on the 101.
Yeah.
And for your next step on Victory.
Yeah, so I think it's a great way, a great creative way to solve a problem. And like I said, I think they're up to over 2,000 units total in the valley. And they took, I think they took Valley out so they could start doing it on the side of the hill. I'd like to actually working with Laura, and we're gonna meet him and see how we can participate more. So fill out that copy. It's really fun and it's really valuable experience for all.
And then we'll talk closer to the date, but people coming from this side of town who are coming and back to this side of town, maybe we can meet at the office and carpool, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Absolutely. Perfect. And thank you, Wataki, for putting that together. All right, next is upcoming classes. The morning show. I can't encourage anyone more to just get on that every day and create a habit of being on that call. The people who have created a habit of being on that call start their business at 9 and they keep going, right? It's a reflexive thing. I think it's whether get up and go to work every day. This is a way to really start the day in a positive manner. 9 a.m. Zoom call, get on it. You can listen, participate. It will always be worth your time. Christie's classes for this week in Ignite are tomorrow referrals overview. Charlotte was talking about, and in that, if you're interested, Christy will show you some tools to manage referrals and to keep your referral partners top of mind, and to how to build a referral network. Win-Win Sellers on Friday, Spark Your Career, which is the restart of Ignite. On Monday, Embrace Your Job. On Tuesday, Connect with Your Market. On Wednesday, the start of the journey. Next is tech, and that is referral overview on Thursday, and then it's a big theme again. I guess Charlie, you're so yeah, you're so timely. Facebook ads on Friday, smart plans on Monday, print marketing on Tuesday, and opportunities. Introduction to commercial real estate analysis. Stephen Morado, it's a Zoom call. All Zoom links are embedded or emailed in the morning of the class to start receiving the links. So Stephen has a class. This is part of Christie's productive agent launchpad. She's starting this Wednesday, April 26th, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. And introduction to commercial real estate analysis. If you want to start to understand the math of.
And what's considered commercial, like what?
Ask the question one more time.
So what do they consider commercial?
I would say I would consider anything commercial over 4 units. Multifamily and every other class of automotive, industrial, retail, office, so on and so forth.
So not like income properties that you will be teaching.
Multifamily, I'd say over 4.
Okay.
Over 4 units. I'd say 5 or more.
Mhm.
That's what
That's how lenders.
lenders define it. And I think it's a good, contractually, I think it's a good thing. look at it, right? Under four and under, it's a business. I mean, 2 units and to 4 units are a business, but it's a much more, it's a very simple equation of which I am going to do a class ASAP on simple evaluation of multifamily properties. Yeah. Very simple evaluation. It's just understanding the elements. Rich Paisani today, he has a buyer broker agreement and new SIP forms that have been released. It's all, our documents are fluid. It's a fluid environment. And so we're lucky to have Rich. He is the president of the Southland Regional Board. He's very connected to all states and he brings the tools. So that's today at 6 between 4 and 5. Not more any time. The MLS tips and tricks next Tuesday, May 2nd, between 2 and 3, in person in the training room. This show up, guys. It's a great way to learn what's new in the MLS. There's tons of tools in the MLS. You're paying for it. Show up and learn the tools so you can use them with clients and also ask any questions. It's a workshop environment. That's 2 to 3 on Tuesday. Core services. How you doing, Andy?
Hi, everybody. I think I've got hopefully I've got a slide there.
Very exciting news.
Very exciting news. Maybe the slide didn't make it up there. I sent out an email last week. Movement Mortgage is having Barry Habib back on Monday, May 1st at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I will send out the registration link. All things market update, everything you want to know, you need to know, bits and pieces you can relay back to your clients and so forth. I promise you do not want to miss it. So I'll resend that out. The other piece is things are really, really, really heating up. Everybody that I have under contract or buyers that I'm working with for pre-approval, properties are 20 offers, 28 offers. I had one 47 offers. Things are really, really getting nuts again. And is all I can say is anybody that is thinking, maybe it's down the road, maybe it's immediate, whatever the case is, get pre-approved now. The worst thing anybody can do is scramble at the last minute when you've got 28 other offers to compete with. So it's getting wild. Sign up for that webinar.
So Andy's going to send out the link. We are going to send out the link on the daily update. Get on there and register so you can get the information. Also,
what date is it?
David. Andy,
what's the date?
Andy, when is the
Yeah,
Andy,
it's this coming Monday.
Okay.
May 1st at 10 a.m.
Oh, somebody just sent it in the chat. Okay, thank you, Rob. Thanks, Andy.
You bet.
The last time when we were all
Doom and gloom.
we were all Barry created a path for understanding. Fear comes out of the not knowing. Barry's going to let you know. Okay, he's a trusted source for not just realtors, but like economists. He's a really smart guy, and he really understands the complexity of it, and the way he tells the story is really compelling and very digestible. Right? Okay, so it's negligible to your business not to be on there. Just be on there. And thank you for the gift, Andy.
My pleasure.
All right, next we have. Oh, there goes your hand.
There you go. Barry will also be joined by our CEO, Casey Crawford, Mike Brennan, our president, and Jake Failing, our chief marketing officer. So really, it's gonna be great. That's all I can say.
Oh my.
I love the way they're all dressed.
Yeah.
It's, it screams movement culture is what it does.
Absolutely.
Is that the first year?
Excuse me?
Is that in person?
No, it's so much.
It's
I mean, we could stream,
more
we'll
push-ups.
stream it, we'll stream it.
I feel like they're trainers.
Yeah. All right, great. Thank you, Andy. Thanks for responding to it. Ben, how you doing, buddy?
I'm great. Hello, everybody. Hey, so just wanted to bring up something that it's been around for a while, and just a reminder. So Prop 19, that's still out there, right? And where I'm going with this is, hear me out. If you got somebody that's 55 and older that might be considered selling their property, right, and they can move that tax basis with them somewhere, these might be candidates that might want to sell. Okay, if they're thinking about retirement or they're thinking about whatever else, they can cash out their money, sort of, move to a smaller place, keep some of it, and still have a property. So I can help you guys find these leads on our program. They're known as empty nesters, 10-15 year ownership, and we can make that happen. Let me know.
Thanks, Ben. Ben, could you search properties by ownership that has in a particular area that ownership over the age of 55? Is that one of your search?
Not necessarily the age of 55, but if you estimate somebody owning a property 20 years, 25 years, chances are they're in that group, that age group, if you will. So that's kind of how we kind of figure that out. But with the marketing material to give out to help them understand what benefits they have if they do want to sell and take advantage of Proposition 19.
It's a great touch. Thanks, man.
All righty. Thanks, guys.
Mary Kay, how you doing, Mary?
Hi, everybody. I'm sitting in my backyard today because I realized we hadn't seen sun for so long. I'm trying to indulge it and enjoy it. So here I am in a Hawaii looking backyard, which I made it that it looks like more of like you're not in town, you're in a little village. So that's where I'm now. Advanced group inspections. Thank you all for all your inspections. Yes, like Andy said, we're getting inspections where they're telling me that, oh my God, finally I got my offer accepted. I was 10 offers, or they'll call and give us pending inspections saying that there's 10 offers, but I know, or 15 or 5, and I know that my counter looks good. They're gonna accept ours. And then they book it, and then they call me and say, look, somebody overbid my counter. So I don't know, it's just, I know that the rates have not gone very low for this to happen, but whatever is happening, I'm excited. So I wanted to share that with you. Thank you so much for your inspections. And again, remember, we go to your walkthroughs. If you have asked for any repairs, we'll go with you. We'll let you know if those repairs are done or not. So give us the liability. We'll take it from there. Love you guys 7 days a week. Thank you, Joey.
You're a great partner in the deal, Mary. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Love you guys very much. Thank you.
All right. Oh, what do you got? Birthdays. Oh my. You got Gene Salva. Today is the 24th, right? Jeremy
Today's the
Lowe,
26th.
Linda Shin, Yvonne, all today. Hope Wilson, Anna Katrina in the next few days. Chuck and Anna Katrina are on the same day. Oh, look at you two. Kaylee, also Rob Marin, Frank Moni, and Connie Kim, all have birthdays the next week. Happy birthday to you all. Be well. We have some closings this week. Pete on Meadow Valley, on Grand, and on Hewitt with Russell. Jen Hohenstein on Creston, Star and Dragon on Grand. Congratulations, ladies. Josh Mendoza on Helms. Christina, congratulations.
All right.
Get an extra bump for that. And Kim on Kimball, David Holly on outfield, and the Woodward team on South Lucerne. All goes this week. Excellent, excellent. Makes Brian happy. Congratulations, to new escrows, Bates Huntington, bam, bam, bam. 3. Sabine DeBay.
Wow.
Terrace, Tracy Pence, congratulations on McCormick and the Woodward team on Wilcox. Great day, great week in real estate. Also some leases, Matthew Lobby, Dragana, Pete Bonacore, Stacy Kahn, and Bates Huntington again. Congratulations to you all.
And congratulations to Delon, because that was her first transaction, the lease.
The lease was?
Yeah.
Yay. Are you on the line?
I am, I'm here. Thank you.
New listings. Single family. Danielle, her and Luke have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath on Grand Avenue downtown. It's 1,270 square feet. $1,000. They also have North Fuller, 641 North Fuller. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,757 square feet for 1.9. I don't know why I think that's 2 baths, but I could be wrong. And Christina Kim with her lovely, you saw yesterday, on Marcia Court. 5 bedrooms, 6 of March.
We are scrolling in. She's scrolling.
You want to tell everyone?
Brand new construction just finished. We're getting our CFO in about a week or so. 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bath. It's a healthy home, so it's got all of these additional features that allows the house to be pressurized, ionized. It eliminates all the fumes and pollens in the air. It also pressurizes so the air doesn't actually come in the home, but it just exits out the home. We have that same pressurization concept in the garage as well. So all the fumes from the gas and whatever, it actually, there's a fan that you turn on and it actually sends that out as well, vacuums that out. Yeah, so anyone that's like looking for things that are gonna be more health conscious, you know, then they've also did a spray foam in the attic to completely insulate the entire roofing deck. So that means that all of the HVAC equipment, all of that stuff, the lifespan is definitely longer, it preserves it, and it's more efficient in your equipment as well. So, and it reduces the heat coming down into the house. So we have our open house this Friday, the twilight 5 to 7. For those who can't make it during the day, we've got another one on Saturday from 11 to 4, and Sunday 11 to 4. We've got the churro truck coming starting from 12 to 2. And which days? Saturday. So, you know.
Which times? All right, so, you know, what I wanna dig a little deeper is just a little bit of how we marketed this house, right? Because I think it's really, really, you know, it was impressive to me when you were telling me what you told me yesterday, and I think it's important that you know this is a very special house in a off the beaten track, but has great potential, right? So you did some things that I thought were above and beyond to market the house to this particular pocket, and
So, yeah, so the Larry Mills.
who have these kind of listings don't want and some best practices. I think it's
So it's basically hitting the pavement, guys. So this listing we've been prepping to launch 3 weeks prior to. We sent out, you know, flyers and so on and so forth. 2 weeks prior to, we went and did. Well, we've been door knocking the property for the last 2-3 months. My team has been doing that. I went out firsthand myself 2 weeks prior to. So we did the door knocking for the whole pocket of Blair Hills, right there, homes, talk to the neighbors, invited them out. Also, obviously offering the opportunity for them to choose their neighbors. So if they've got friends or family looking in the area, please relay this, invite them over for the event. And then we've had some great turnouts. Even yesterday, we had neighbors coming to check it out. We've had some amazing report and feedback from the neighbors who also stated that they got family members, daughters, so on and so forth, that they're gonna be bringing this weekend. The weekend before, we went out to another pocket of Culver City that is very close proximity to here, which is in downtown Culver. And so we did, I think, like 55 homes last Saturday. And we did door knockings and just proposed all of, both this property, sent out and then give them information about the opening. Talk to them a little bit about this home, and then obviously talk to the residents about how long they've been there, what their, feedback is on the city and how they live, how they like the neighborhood and all that good stuff. So we've done that. Again, we have a connection with Culver because this developer only develops exclusively in Culver City. And we partnered up to give him a great, a good foundational brand in himself. So he teamed up with my marketing team as well. So we're doing a collaboration together. I'm hosting these events with a little bit of incentive. For instance, we did the cappuccino cart yesterday with the pastries. But I'm also doing it, I'm focusing on the local businesses. So when I go to these local businesses, I'm also talking to them about my product, and so that they can also and talk to their clients about the event and about the partnership that we have with them. So we've exhausted pretty much every avenue of what we can do. Hopefully, yeah.
What I love about it is the guerrilla nature of guerrilla marketing nature of what you're doing. It has so many benefits to your client and to yourself. And I think that extra is what sets you apart and so on.
It's interesting, when I did go to, when I was door knocking, I not only door knock, but I hit up every person walking by. They're walking their dogs or whatever, they're going for a stroll. I say, hey, are you a local resident here? And then we run a conversation and then invite them. I think the reason why we had a lot more positive feedback and receptiveness to our approach was because we were bringing something of value and we're not asking for it. We're not asking them to list their home, sell their home, or buy a new home. What we're doing is providing information, some sort of value. Now, I also have little magnets that I've made that have all of the Culver City most important information that they would need from the non-emergency fire department or police station, their city planning number, their trash number, like all of these things that they would need on a regular basis. We've also put that in a little magnet and we passed it out to all of the neighbors as well. It's got my QR code, my information. So if it's on their refrigerator, they're gonna be looking on there.
Yeah. Amazing job, Christina, like they covered it all, yeah.
Incredible. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. All right. Next is leases. What do we got? We got Paul and Allen. 1, 2, 3, 4 Wilshire, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,140 square feet for $3,249 per month. Also, Tracy Pence on Camila.
Finally, I sent a specific shot. Aw. All right. Well, this house, the shop should have. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, huge grassy backyard, huge pool, in North Hollywood, and it's
With a beautiful kitchen.
I mean, the best part is the backyard, to be honest. It's so fabulous. And friends of mine owned it and they leased it and they owned it again. And it's really, it's single family and it's really wonderful because the back area is so immense that you could really host some good events back there. They used to have like a movie and they'd invite movie night and invite like 80. So someone would be in the pool, someone would be on the grass, someone would be, so it's really kind of a cool space.
Sounds like a miniature.
In North Hollywood.
Next is
Oh, and it's open this weekend, 2 to
Heidi
5.
Davis, 2 to 5 on this weekend. Heidi Davis has a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, with a very large, it looks like a large living room, 1,212 square feet, for $4,800 on Beverlywood. Stacy Hahn has, South Harvard, I'm sorry, 2-bedroom, 2 bath, 1,290 square feet for $2,900. And we get rid of the pocket listings, tell us about what else you got? Pocket listings, Christine.
So, and then you, I guess I should talk right now, but, so there's a house on, the 800 block of Roxbury in Beverly Hills Flat. This house is kind of like a very particular architectural design. It's like a Mediterranean oasis, but anyways, Halle Berry used to live there. It's like a lot of celebrities that used to live there. I'm looking for a tenant. Obviously, I haven't completely priced it. I'm actually going there tonight. I haven't seen it in a year.
It's a lease.
It's a lease. Last time I checked with it, the price was roughly around like 40K. Not sure exactly how much I'm gonna price it now. But it's got the main house, west wing and east wing, and then it's got a pool house as well. In between, there's obviously a pool. There it's beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous.
Is it in
It's not a
flats?
typical box plot.
Is it in flats?
In the 800 block flats in Roxbury. Okay, so if you guys have anyone that's looking for something very particular, we are looking also to see if someone wants to do a co-living kind of lease, or if it's corporate housing lease. We're very open to whatever opportunity.
Any term minimum or?
Obviously, we want longer the better. You know, the seller, the doctor's surgeon, he has no intentions of moving back in here. It's just way too much house for him after this.
How big is the house?
It's pretty massive. Pretty massive. Like I can.
Like 5,000?
5,000?
Probably more.
40 is a good price for the, you know, like for that
Yeah.
area, like.
Well, then just because the room, there was a few things that we needed to get done in only 2 months. That's a year ago. So now we're finally getting things done.
Would you consider selling it in time, not right now, but maybe like a couple of years?
Yeah.
Present anything.
Oh, you're at least.
There you go.
Well, no, they're not gonna, they wouldn't lease it. They wouldn't lease it. They can't lease it. So they might be fine.
Make an offer, they can't refuse.
That was a 2-year escrow, which might work out.
Well, he said he could lease it in that.
No, I'll explain it. I'm seeing them today.
That's a cup of coffee.
Can you send me the info? Because I'm seeing his clients today. Can you send me the info on it? Because I'm seeing. his
Yeah, I'm gonna
clients
go
today.
at 5, my appointment's at 5:30. I'll take some pictures. I'll, you know.
Just size and address.
Yeah. I can give you the address. You can, you know, see the title and stuff, what it is.
Christina, can you send it to me too? I have some.
Yes, just text me if you want information on this before it hits the market, and I'd be happy to share that with you. Also, I spoke about the Mansfield? Yeah, Mansfield property. Everyone's talking about pricing it too low. So I am gonna put it up at 85. We're redoing, we're painting everything, touching up everything. I'm not gonna go live on this until next week, but if you have clients on it, I can show it now, it's vacant. So let me know if you've got someone that wants to get into the Camp Club Park area. It's the house is situated between 4th and 6th.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Christine. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Coming soon, pocket listings. We move on to wants and needs. Anybody on the? Was that Michael? Go.
How are you doing? 1,800 square foot single family residence, Hollywood Hills. It's right opposite the Keller Williams or in Sunset. It is a hillside job, and there's RTI plans to build 3,600 square feet space. That includes the so that is going to be for 1.75. So it is a good deal.
It's an excellent area.
Really good. Right now, there's a bones of a house there, but if you wanted to do some creative and keep current house, and maybe just build the ADU, there's that option too.
Right above Prince Street, pizza, right?
It's above the Mexican,
Yes.
what's it called?
The one?
The opposite 9,000 building, there's a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, yeah,
Or-
there's also Prince Street pizzas right there.
Yeah. It's up behind all that. It's great.
It's a very desirable area.
Oh.
A lot.
It's 7,000 square foot lot.
How much of it is usable lot?
No, it's a house is on the hill, so let's say probably 3/4. But the house is already.
Who's that, Charlotte?
Yeah, I have one. It's a little tricky because it's a short-term rental. It's in Lake Arrowhead, about 2 miles from the town. They love it. They just are a little tired of managing a short-term rental, not using it as much as they thought they would. Bought 2020 for $550. They put about 100,000 into it. Really sweet renovated cabin, about 1,500 square feet. Then it's got like a separate theater area. Just hard to show because it's booked. So if you have somebody that wants a short-term rental up there, let me know. They all have,
Airbnb, any restrictions on the short-term rentals up there? It's
not up
free
there.
for all.
and unfortunately, I don't think they can transfer their super host status to somebody else, but they'd be willing to try.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, yeah.
What's the rating? 700, 800?
It
Three to
was
six.
it's a little tricky up there because the weather, it was sort of valued at around 900 last summer, and then they got all this, all the drama. So probably 750 to 8, I think. They don't have to sell it, but if you have somebody that's sort of sniffing around that area, owners and architects should do a really nice job renovating it.
And they have lake rights, but they can't,
No, it's not.
when they Airbnb, can't.
Oh, I don't know. It's not on the lake.
No, I know, but you get lake rights, you have the code. But the Airbnbers can't use the lake. They can't use, only the homeowners themselves can use it in Lake Arrowhead. Just.
I'll ask her. I'm seeing her today, so I'll
Okay, I
ask
wanna
her about
find
that.
out some more.
specifics.
Great.
Yeah.
I've got one more, I've got a, 1 bedroom, lot. 1 bedroom condo. It's in the Tokyo
False.
Villa.
Oh, well, it's a.
So it's right in Little Tokyo, right off of, on the corner of Third and Central Ave, right next to Honda Plaza.
Is it over 55?
No, it's a regular condo, that's the one that across the street diagonally that you're thinking about, but, this one is a regular condominium. One of the most ironic things about this building is that it was built in 1987, but it has the highest reserves that I've ever seen in a condominium of any scale. So at one point, the reserve was like a $1.7 million. I think they did a few things that just great. So their reserves is probably like it's still above 1 million. So that's how healthy the reserves are. So the 1 bedroom is facing south on Third. This unit is very particular because the seller did she opened up the kitchen and she did all of these things. And so they're not allowing any of the units to do this anymore. And so she's one, and it's up to 4th floor, but the way that the architectural design of this building is that there are certain stacks that are, the 3rd floor is the top floor. So hers is the top floor. So there's nobody above her. And we attempted to sell this last year. We listed at 570. I brought her 570. She didn't want that. She wanted 600 later. So now obviously downtown prices have gone down a little bit. I had to have the Jesus conversation with her yesterday. I will be listing this live, but if you have a buyer who's looking in downtown, looking for a very cute 1 bedroom, laundry and square foot's like around, I want to say like 800 something, 900 something. So it's a very healthy, generous size. Hardwood floors, all that stuff, really nicely upgraded. Plus, it's got a 2 side-by-side parking, which is a huge bonus in downtown LA.
HOA?
And the HOA is only $450 or something like that. So it's got the it's got a dry sauna, it's got the fitness gym, it doesn't have the pool, but it's got this beautiful Japanese fountain garden with a koi pond and all that stuff in the courtyard.
And how much are you gonna be listing it for?
So we want to get 570 again. We're gonna do a round two of it. The last unit that I sold there, definitely an inferior unit. I sold it at 570. The comps right now, they sold 2 listings at 500 on the 1 bedrooms over there, but then they were original condition. So I think that's where the price difference is gonna be. But again, people that are going to SC Medical, people that are working in that northern part, they love this building. So if you've got any SC Medical students or SC Medical doctors, this is the prime location proximity to them. So
So the location is great. It's like by the art district, like whatever. HOA is 450.
HOA is about 455, yes, it's around that range. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, open floor plan, very nicely done.
Just a reminder, I have my single family listing coming in Valley Village. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, with a backyard and a huge side yard, which is a separate lot that is now run with the property. It is big enough, though they haven't looked into it, obviously, but ADU on, a pool on, including also a sports court still. It also has room for an RV and it's fenced, so you hold your RV and you can then fence, if the fence would close. So it's in really great condition. I sold it to them many years ago. It will be staged and ready to go. The weekend after Mother's Day will be the first time we'll be showing it, but I just want to give people a heads up if you have anyone in that area. We're looking probably around 1.2-ish, but I do want to run comps again before we finalize the price.
So where is it?
It's on Ben Avenue.
Is it near the freeway?
Yes. It is.
All right, and then, anyone else with, popular scenes, we'll move to wants and needs. Any wants and needs? Andrew?
This is more of a just information. So the LA Times on Sunday in their business section has had a great series on ADUs. All separated out, like, is this the right thing for you? Sunday, it was, how do you finance it? They list all the different ways to go into it. So I just suggested 6-part series.
But can you please share the link with the Tati so she can send out to all of us? Thank you so much.
Actually, that, no, Andy, are you still on the call? I got a weird email this morning talking about Fannie and Freddie now, with 3% down, allowing construction of ADUs to be financed into the purchase price of a home.
Really?
Which
Yeah,
was
it
really
is.
interesting to me,
It's
but I
been-
wanted to run it by her to see, it's just, you get those lenders that
Yeah.
send stuff. Just wanted to see how legit it was. It sounded quite curious. I'm not saying the rate's good. I didn't read the whole thing. I just thought the concept was interesting.
I've been hearing that they're like bundling, like it's kind
Yeah.
of like bundled together, that it's been happening just because there's been so many.
All right, who has wants and needs? Anyone have want or need anything? Christina?
I'm looking for like a single story or something in the Hancock Park area, single family home, preferably off market or coming soon status. So if you've got anything coming up, please let me know. Preferably 3-bedroom, 2-bath at the minimum, and it will entertain up to 5 bedrooms.
Price point.
As cheap as I can get it.
Chase Hampton has a real cute one, Larchmont.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was. It's a little rough.
This is a weird
I
duplex.
don't mind if it needs work,
What's it do?
we're very happy.
What?
to do something.
That's why it has a fireplace right in the middle of it.
Oh. I don't know, I thought it was cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
Lots small, but.
It's what, I mean, it's
One story.
Yeah.
Like speaking of one stories, I've been underneath up with the down the sides, they want to face from Hancock Park to West Side. Up to 3.5 million, but it's got to be architecture to make it So,
And single story,
and single story.
What do you look, I'm sorry.
something interesting.
Something interesting.
How much?
Up to 300 frames that talk about the art.
One story up to 3 million? 3.5, I'll tell you. Yeah,
They want to brag about their house with their friends while they're having coffee.
yeah.
So,
There is a beautiful one I just saw this morning, like a beautiful mid-century modern 2-4,
Where?
Carmen, like outpost. Mm-hmm.
That's a good street.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'll let you know, yeah.
That's great, because it's an
Right
outward.
on Outpost, right on Outpost.
It is off of outpost, but it seems from the photo, it's really beautifully set up, like in the back, and it's a beauty.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really nice one, yeah. Mhm.
who's listing that one? You know, did it say?
Oh my God, the people who usually do the mid-century modern, like the,
Sunset team?
no, no.
It's you.
Moya, the two guys, I'll tell you
Okay.
later, yeah.
Anyone else wants? to-
Patrick Moya and,
Anyone online wants a needs? Anyone on Zoom wants a needs?
A little education thing.
Go on.
Great thing. I learned something that,
Guys, hold on a second.
as my job on the ALC is the educator here. I learned something last week I thought I would share, and maybe Tracy can actually speak to it as well. The law SB 8 is something that I don't really know that much about, but I know that Tracy encountered an issue with a multi-unit that she was selling, because of it, from a development perspective. My tenant is looking to buy a home that he can tear down and build a house with an ADU. He's an architect. And what he told me last week is if the single family home that he buys is tenant occupied, he has to go through all of these hoops to build a house and an ADU. He can build a house, he can get rid of the tenant and he can build a house. But the minute he builds an ADU as well, he can no longer live in his house. So he can't do them at the same time, which from a construction perspective is a big deal. You don't want to build your house brand new and then have to pay to build the ADU and live through it and all that. And it has to do with the SB 8 law. I don't know too many specifics on it, but if you have anybody in that situation, it's just something to be aware of that I was not quite shocked to learn about.
Single bed.
That was the issue. It wasn't a duplex. It didn't already have an ADU. He wasn't displacing two tenants. It's just the house was rented. And
He's replacing that rental unit with an ADU.
no, he's not. He's
Well, no,
replacing
no,
the house.
Conceptually, he's creating a house and an ADU.
It was the addition of the ADU and the construction that was triggering this. And I know a lot of people that are doing development are interested in building an ADU because of the value that it adds. So it's just something to be aware of.
Does anyone in this office work with, full of that or doing? They call like the treatment centers? Anyone have clients that?
So the treatment center, yeah.
Anyone have clients like that? Work with people like that? I know, each of them. Dear.
Anybody else wants or needs? Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Christina. Any other wants or needs? I looked for the bucket to be asked for filling it in last week. I assume you did.
You'll never know.
Yeah, but make me look good. Thank you so much. Anyone else online have a want or need or fill the bucket they'd like to share? Okay, then let's wrap this up. All right, thank you for coming. Thank you all for contributing. Have a great week and see you next week.